السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد. It is reported in Musnad al-Imam Ahmad and narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. This hadith is authenticated by Al-Allamah Ahmad Shakir. In this hadith, Abu Hurairah narrated that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, أتاكم شهركم هذا بمحلوف رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، ما مر على المؤمنين شهر خير لهم منه، وما مر على المنافقين شهر شر عليهم منه، ذلك بأن الله يكتب أجره ونوافله قبل أن يدخله، ويكتب إصره وشقاوته قبل أن يدخله، فهو غنم يغتنمه المؤمن يغتنمه الفاجر. So in this narration, our Prophet said alayhi salatu wassalam that this month, the month of Ramadan, there is no other month is better for the believers than it. So the best month in the entire year is the month of Ramadan. And Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, when he narrated this hadith, he swore by what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam swore by. So that means when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said this hadith, he swore to the believers, to assure them, to make them strongly believe in what he is saying sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, when he narrated this hadith, he swore by the oath of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to assure the companions. And he said there is no month in the entire year is better for the believers than this month. And no month in the entire year is worse for the hypocrites than this month. So the month of Ramadan is the best month for the believers and the worst month for the hypocrites. And the Prophet said alayhi salatu wassalam that Allah Azza wa Jal decrees the reward of this month before the month starts. Allah knows what's in our hearts. Allah knows our intentions. And He knows our deeds before we do it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who is committed, who is sincere, who is truthful, who will work hard. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote His reward already, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also Allah knows what the hypocrites will do in the month of Ramadan. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already decreed, already wrote, as the Prophet said alayhi salatu wassalam, Israhu wa shaqawatahu. What it means, Israhu wa shaqawatahu, the burden of it and its misery before the beginning of it. So the month of Ramadan, the Prophet said alayhi salatu wassalam, huwa ghun yaghtanimuhu al-mu'min, chance. The believers take advantage of it. And it is also a ghunm for the hypocrites. They take advantage of it for their hypocrisy. So the believers in the past, in the era of our righteous predecessors, they used to prepare themselves for the month of Ramadan. You know, they used to work and save money to be able to worship Allah Ramadan and not to go to work. So they work hard before Ramadan and to save money, to be able to have enough time to worship Ramadan to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the month of Ramadan. They plan for the worship of Ramadan, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during the month of Ramadan. So you find the believers are planting their seeds in the month of Rajab, watering the seeds in the month of Sha'ban, getting their heart ready, right? And the hypocrites, what they prepare for Ramadan? They prepare new movies, new episodes, right? New pranks, food, right? How are they going to enjoy the nights of Ramadan in 5-star hotels? So they prepare their hypocrisy. And you need to understand that hypocrisy is two levels. The major hypocrisy is the hypocrisy of those who said that they are Muslims, but in fact they are not. There are people, they say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, but they don't believe in it. They have doubt about everything they are hearing about. And there are other level of hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of those who said La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah and they meant it. They wanted to be Muslims. But unfortunately, they don't practice Islam fully. So they are Muslims, but they lie. They are Muslims and they promise and break their promises. They are Muslims, but when you trust them, they abuse your trust. They are Muslims, but if they disagree with you in something, they treat you like an enemy. They do every haram just to harm you. It's a sign of hypocrisy, right? And some people think the hypocrite doesn't pray, and the hypocrite doesn't spend his money. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran that the hypocrites pray. Allah said subhanahu wa ta'ala, إِنَّ الْمُنَافِقِينَ يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَهُوَ خَادِعُهُمْ. Indeed, the hypocrites are trying to deceive Allah, but Allah will return their deception upon them. يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَخَادِعُهُمْ وَإِذَا قَامُوا إِلَى الصَّلَاةِ قَامُوا كُسَالَى يُرَؤُونَ النَّاسِ. So what is the sign of the hypocrisy? On the practical hypocrisy of the Muslims, that people pray with laziness, right? So this short reminder is for me and for all of you to pay attention. Don't pray your prayer while you are lazy. Get ready and be active. Even what you miss in the masjid, make it up at home and be committed, right? Don't just start the first 2-3 days of Ramadan and then sleep until the night of 27. 3 days ago, there is no spot in the masjid at all. So now half of the masjid is empty. So we lost 50%, right? And I want you to watch what's going to happen when you are the 10th of Ramadan and 15th of Ramadan. And then with the beginning of the last 10 nights of Ramadan, we will have a lot of people. So there are people are missing in the middle, right? So we need to pay attention. The signs of the hypocrite, that they are lazy when they worship. They worship as if they are making Allah favor, right? If they did 2 rak'at in the night, enough is enough. It's too much, right? So Allah said in the Quran, وَلَا يَأْتُونَ الصَّلَاةَ إِلَّا وَهُمْ كُسَالَى. And He said, وَلَا يُنْفِقُونَ إِلَّا وَهُمْ كَارِهُونَ. In the ayah of Surah At-Tawbah, Allah said, لَا يُنْفِقُونَ إِلَّا وَهُمْ كَارِهُونَ. That means that they spend their money. They give sadaqah, yes, but while they hate that. It's not easy for you to get money out of them. It's like you are pulling their tooth out. It's not easy, right? These are the signs of the practical hypocrisy, right? So, but the committed Muslims, what they do? When they spend with generosity. And they are happy that they are able to spend, right? They pray even if they are tired. And even if they were not able to fulfill the entire rak'at behind the imam, they fulfill their promise to Allah even in the middle of the night, even before Fajr. They do what they promised to do, right? And when they recite the remembrance of Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that the believers, they remember Allah with much remembrance. With much remembrance. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا. O you who have believed, remember Allah with much remembrance. Right? So what about the hypocrites when it comes to the remembrance of Allah? لا ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا. Allah said that in Surah An-Nisa. In the same verse, إن المنافقين يخادعون الله وخادعهم وإذا قاموا إلى الصلاة قاموا كسالى يراؤون الناس ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا. So when they remember just little, right? So they remember, they recite the remembrance of Allah, but just little. So those who are really believers and Iman is strong in their heart, they remember Allah with much remembrance. So when you pray, be committed and be active and fulfill the amount of rak'at that you promised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and put in your plan from the beginning of your month. Recite the Quran and be committed to the amount of pages that you recite every single day, right? Make sure as much as you're able that you spend for the sake of Allah, and keep your tongue moist with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And don't join those who are taking advantage of the month of Ramadan to disobey Allah. Those who work months after months before Ramadan to prepare for the disobedience of Allah. Don't join them. Don't watch them. Don't let them corrupt your heart. Because once you open your ear and you open your eye to see what is haram and to hear what is haram, all that will affect the condition of your heart. So when you are in the salah, you will not be able to focus. You're not going to be able to reflect upon the verses of the Quran that you hear. It is very important to keep your heart sound, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts the deeds of those who worship Him while they are humble and submissive with a sound heart. So أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم. سبحانك اللهم ربنا وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد والحمد لله.